Hello, humans. Welcome back to Your Thoughts Are Valid, and I hope you all are doing great. So, in today's video, we are going to learn about social cognition and schemas. So, let's start with the video. So before understanding what social cognition is, let's understand what cognition is. So cognition basically refers to all those mental processes that deal with obtaining and processing of information. Okay, all those mental processes that deal with obtaining and processing of information. For example, problem solving or decision making or learning, all these come under cognition. And extending this idea to the social world, the term social cognition refers to all those psychological processes that deal with the gathering and processing of information related to social objects. These include all the processes that help in understanding, explaining, and interpreting social behavior. The processing of information related to social objects, particularly individuals, group, people, relationships, social issues, and the like, differs from the processing of information related to physical objects. Social cognition is basically the manner in which we interpret, analyze, remember, and use information about the social world. Social cognition is guided by mental units called schemas. Okay, it is basically social cognition is guided by mental units, which is known as schemas. So, what are schemas? Schemas are basically mental frameworks based on a particular theme, okay, particular topic or particular theme, and it helps us organize social information. Basically, whatever information we have about any object, for example, orange, whatever information we have about it, that information, that mental framework centering around orange is known as a schema. So, schemas influence three basic processes. First one is attention. So, basically, they affect what is noticed. Second one is encoding, which says that they affect what is stored in memory. Then retrieval, they affect what is recovered from memory. Okay. So basically, attention would be, suppose you saw the orange for the first time. So whatever you noticed by just looking at it, that all that information will come under the attention part. Like, it is orange in color, and it is round in shape, or whatever you can just whatever information you can gain just by looking at it. Then encoding, they affect what is stored in memory. So suppose in memory you have information about lemon, you already know about lemon. So your mind will try to make um, connection between the fruits, because it's like that information is already stored in your memory, that lemon is good for vitamin C. So then you will start thinking about the citrus fruits, then you will try to understand or gather the information about orange, if it is also a citrus fruit or not. So that part would come under encoding. Then there is retrieval, so they affect what is recovered from memory. So this is basically the final similarity or difference you made between orange and lemon, or any other fruit. You whatever came to your mind when you first saw orange, whatever information you already hold about it, what you have studied or what you have learned from others. So basically, whatever you can recover from your memory, that would come under retrieval. Then comes the question that why do we need schemas? And the singular form is schemata. So these are the basic units stored in our memory and function as shorthand ways of processing information, thus reducing the time and mental effort required in cognition. In the case of social cognition, basic units are social schemas. Some attitudes may also function like social schemas. Okay, so basically, these basic units are stored in our memory and they are like shorthand ways of processing information. And like you don't have to start from the beginning whenever you look at a new object. Like you already know that. Like suppose you saw the chair, so you don't have to start from the alphabets, okay, that it would be CHAIR, no, because that information is already stored. Now you will just look at the chair and try to, if you are seeing it for the first time, you will try to first recognize the things. You can just see, you can just notice by looking at it. Then encoding and retrieval will also happen. So, like that, you don't have to start from the beginning because there are schemas stored in your brain already. So, basically, these are shorthand ways of processing information, and thus they reduce the time and mental effort which is required in social cognition. These basic units are social schemas, and some attitudes also function like social schemas. So, basically, we will learn about attitudes in detail in some other video, not this one. So, yeah, let's just uh, you know, uh, stop this topic that why do we need schemas here, and then when we will learn about attitudes, I will mention about schemas again. Moving on. Then there is two concepts. There are two concepts, priming and unpriming. So priming is a phenomena in which exposure to one stimulus influences how a person responds to a subsequent related stimulus. These stimuli are often conceptually related words or images. Okay, so sorry. Uh, Sorry, I have a sore throat actually. So, what is priming? Mm. Priming is basically that phenomena in which exposure to one stimulus influences how you are going to respond to other stimulus, which is kind of similar or related. For example, you can take example like word completion. In day-to-day life, it's usually related words or images. For example, you can take being primed with the color yellow will make a person more likely to recall yellow objects such as lemon, banana. And another example is after seeing fast food TV commercial all day, a viewer may be more inclined to eat a hamburger than a salad. Then, what is unpriming? Unpriming is a process by which thought or actions that have been primed by recent experience dissipates once it finds expressions in thought or behavior, and only then do their effect decrease. Okay, so what is the example of unpriming? Now, there are two concepts in social psychology, priming and unpriming. So, priming is a phenomena in which exposure to one stimulus influences how a person responds to a subsequent or related stimulus. These stimuli are often conceptually related words or images. For example, being primed with the color yellow will make a person more likely to recall yellow objects such as lemons and bananas. Then, after seeing a fast food TV commercial all day, you are more likely to eat hamburger or any other fast food which you have seen on the commercial rather than a salad. Then the second concept is unpriming. So it is basically a process by which thought or actions that have been primed by recent experiences dissipates once it finds expressions in thought or behavior, and only then do their effect decrease. Okay, so I hope these two concepts are clear to you. Moving on, schemas have stronger effects on social cognition when they are strong and cognitive load is high. Okay, schemas have a stronger effect on social cognition when they are strong and cognitive load is high. It can result in distortions in how the social world is understood. Schemas are resistant to change. There is one perseverance effect, basically, the tendency for beliefs and schemas to remain unchanged even in the face of contradictory information. Schemas can be self-fulfilling. So, self-fulfilling prophecy is there, which means predictions that, in a sense, make themselves come true. Therefore, schemas help make sense of the social world, but they can result in inaccurate processing of information. So, that is it for today's video. Hope the concept of social cognition and schemas is clear to you all. Thank you so much for watching.